it's fine. Hi, my name is Kyle Smeallie. I am a Mission resident and an ally of the VCMA. I'd like to thank the board for their time tonight. I'd like to elaborate on a point made earlier because I believe it speaks to the reason why so many of us are here tonight. The point is that we're not asking you to be the arbiters of who can and cannot be in the mission. We're asking you to uphold a law that demands the public be heard when big business wants in. What we're asking for is a conditional use hearing where the public is allowed to air their concerns and after which city officials decide whether or not to grant the requesting business the appropriate permits. By way of background, this public hearing process is the result of a voter-approved ballot measure known as Proposition G. It passed in 2006 with the support of some 58% of voters citywide, and in Districts 8 and 9, Jack Spade's would-be property falls on the dividing line. The measure passed by an even higher margin, some 64%. That's a near supermajority of voters saying that having a voice in the future of its community is of paramount importance. Former Supervisor Aaron Peskin, a supporter of the proposition, explained its virtues. What that says to Chain Stores of America is make sure you have community support before you move to San Francisco. A recent opinion piece in the Examiner noted that in the 7 years since these controls were first put into place, a, quote, broad range of observers agree that they have worked in striking a balance. The evidence backs this up. Rather than completely banning formula retail, some 70 of the 93 chain businesses proposed since 2006 have been approved. Jack Spade has said repeatedly that they have the support of the community. If that's the case, they should welcome a conditional use hearing. Instead, they seem intent on avoiding it. We believe this is because despite months of attempting to contact them, the VCMA was met with what they called radio silence. They reached out to Jack Spade executives, Jack Spade's PR firm. They tried every avenue but were completely shut out. It was this lack of engagement that led the VCMA to file this very appeal. This episode illustrates perfectly why these laws are needed. It is the hubris of big business to assume that they need not give the time of day to their future neighbors. We have clearly shown why Jack Spade is a big business, because it is by its own admission owned and operated by Kate Spade. They should be considered one and the same. We're asking you now, without reaching beyond the scope of the current law, to let the community, those most affected by the presence of formula retail, to decide for themselves. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.